I'm pretty sure they've just been like removing their shitty clothes. I don't see anything that's just like less than normal. Everything's about good. Oh, there's one. No, that's already on the list. Okay, I want normals with like bad stats. That'll do it. Pretty much okay with that. You keep training that. I guess I can do rescuing hauling. Man, rhino hauling. That'll be the day. I guess the only thing is it can't actually haul anything into the stockpile zones like the thrombos can't. So like they don't actually do hauling pretty actively because of that at the moment because they can't get there. Okay. So I was trying to figure out cleaning up the electricity. That's right. I hope they give that thing a name. Like, usually my people tend to get like super attached. Jesus Christ, Anasan, calm the fuck down. Yeah, they tend to get like super attached super quickly and be like, here's a name, you're 100% bonded, petted. Like, if you even think about dying the wrong way, I'm just going to rage out so hard kind of attitude. I'm just sitting there like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this creature that I didn't want now? Well, whenever I get something tame itself and it's like not specifically a creature that I'm interested in keeping, I'm just like, no, straight up no. I'm going to slap one of these down here. It's an art bench. Not super important, but I do want to put like some fancy statues and shit around here so that they stop telling me that their bedrooms are awful and having fits about it. Also, I need to find out who has like the jealousy trait and to make sure to put a masterwork into their fucking room. That way they don't get shitty about it that much. Oh, yaks! Oh my god. I want yaks. Actually, a 2 for 2 ratio is pretty good. I do want that. So, animals. I don't yet have this set up for yaks. I don't have them yet. I also don't have any limit on rhinos at the moment. We'll see how fast they breed. I don't think it's fast. Yak. Okay. I didn't see where the top was, but I assume that this is like the adult count. So I kind of want like a maximum of 2 males and probably let them get up to like 20 females if it happens. If it happens, it happens. Really need to get me some chickens though. Okay, speaking of, how's the world going? No quest, but I could be making my way out for traits. Who is an ally? They're kind of low neutral. I could go for a wander up and be like, hey, so let's do that. Now it's 2.8 days, and they're considering taking this route. Fucking pricks wouldn't do that last time. They're all like, nah, it's gonna be 5 days, and we're gonna like fuck off the caravan. Don't even. Okay, so sending something out. I do like sending out silverware. Oh, go make sure she takes a gun this time. I don't mind sending her out with a pacifist. I tend to find that, like, while they've got good shit, I won't get attacked by anything super bad. But I also do need one decent, like, escort type thing. I might take Felicia. I know she's a hunter, but I don't think she has many other skills. That could be good. Alright, let's get all the hauling animals. I'm hoping to get... Not that I've got much in the way of, like, goods trade, by the way. 700. It's pretty good. Can I tip this to... Can I tip this to just like 1,000? Yeah, I can. Sweet. Okay, I could do more, but I'm not going to take all the like really small animals out. Okay, so I want you guys to take... I know you haven't even selected it, but take like 20 of those. We have packaged survival meals in like droves, so like take your share. Don't take those. The animals are hungry, that's our problem. Take just enough medicine. Now, apart from cloth, we need basically all of the leathers going out. I was keeping wolves and shit, but we're out of that now. Okay. I got lucky with getting jade and stuff, but I don't really want to sell that. I want to use that for... I can use that for statues. I actually have a lot of dead people on this map. I should have researched a crematorium thing or whatever. I'm going past some allies, so could be maybe worth taking all of this just for sale. Let's see. These two are bi-coded. I want to get them out of my base. And I'll take whatever kind of clothing we've got. So it's clothing, sellable. And I'll take the rest in wood. I'll do it. Alright. So I'm going all the way up to purple, but obviously I'm going to like branch past a couple of these on the way past. And hopefully that will make for a good trade involving some extra food. Well, Azul's already fallen asleep. And she's all like twitching and stuff. She's probably dreaming of the bird she just saw. I actually do have quite a lot of stone. Now, if this art bench is already made, I want to make some small sculptures. And let's do it until we've got... Honestly, this doesn't really bother me. Let's do it until we've got 50 in stockpile. I do not want steel to be used. Wood can definitely be used. I don't think it'll make them happy, but I think maybe let's just leave that for now. You can use jade. I don't really want you guys to be using like gold. Not that I have it, but I don't want it used. I'm not a big fan of the color of sandstone, so we're just going to leave that out. And limestone doesn't make them happy. I know granite, marble, and slate is all okay. Plus jade. So I have the choice of making that. And I want a couple of larger sculptures. This is a little bit more specific. I only want them to have a stockpile of 10. No steel, no wood, and no limestone, no sandstone. Only like the good blocks, no jade. Yeah, okay. Now, they were doing blocks. I think they were pretty much good for like marble blocks per look of it. They obviously like naturally cap them themselves. So do it until you've got... I want you guys to do... Where's my zeros? Go make slate blocks and granite blocks, please. Oh, come on. Norman, don't make me come over there. I can fuck you up. Let's see. 1,000. Okay, the good thing is I've already got a couple of hundred, so they're going to be able to make stuff. For fuck's sake, your son Wang died ages ago, mate. I purposely, like, culled your Wang on purpose, and I will make all the damn jokes about it I please. You're at, like, the recruiting stage, too. I probably should have just been, like, paying attention and recruited you. Are you going to have these tantrums, like, when you get out of here? Is this what's going to go down? Because prisoners that complain like that generally get their, like, stuff revoked. Hey, that was a perfectly acceptable door. Yeah, you don't have anything to do that with. Can I get somebody over here to fix that door? Will anybody work on it? Sure, you can clean the dirt. I'm not against that. Nothing else I can do. Come on, guys. I don't want him dead. I just want him out of the way. You move back and let somebody else have a punch up. Okay, he's good and down. Alright. Silverware, how do you feel about building doors? Chris, just pick him up. How's his health? He's fine. He's totally fine. They'll recruit in a day. Obviously, next time they get fed or talked to, they should be fine. I think he's going to move them up into here. I think that's fine as well. So I'm going to get rid of this and this. And I'm not sure what kind of bedrolls these are. Wolfskin. You have a timber wolf right there. Oh, new recruit. Okie dokie. You know what I should have done is I should have got the male Megasloth so that my Megasloths could have bred. But we'll save this for another time and we'll get ourselves a Megasloth later. Okay, so Libya promised brotherhood to Mark. Mark totally joined on that. Okay, so I believe the other one's going to do it in a moment when they get spoken to. Let's see, no drugs. Actually, Mark, are you... No, who came out? You? You spoke to Mark, right? Where the fuck is Mark? Where did Mark go? I'm probably like looking right at it and I'm so blind. Fuck it. I know how to find Mark. Gimme. Undergrounder. Okay, so you're not like a daytime or anything like that. Get your sleep. Get your recreation. Alright. What? Five's on the cusp of like taking it down. Well, you're a cook that can't do anything else. Trust me, I'm not that impressed. Okay, because you can't do anything else, I'm going to have to give you another skill eventually. Honestly think growing might be good, but you have a passion for mining. So I'm going to give you these uppers at 2. You're extremely low and it's not advisable to have you like that. But from my perspective, maybe you get some skills up. And this person's getting attacked. A Timberwolf. Oh, it was my panther attacking. My panther's dying. Okay. Horses, small horses. Okay, no horrifically nasty looking orange horses. We had a problem with feeding them, so obviously we haven't been taming jack shit that's walked on this map, which is also probably why we didn't get that little baby fucking what are these Megasloths? Probably why. Let's also make sure my cat population is appropriately culled. Don't cull off the kittens yet. Well, that is a horse. That is not a kitten. Yeah, okay. You know, the cat population's okay. So Norman was recruited by Weeks. You are just the undergrounder. So yeah, a big thing that I definitely try to get with my games is that I try to have the recreation of the daytimers and the nighttimers overlapping so that my people always have a chance to socialize with the whole colony effectively. Because like, and the biggest thing I find is when they're working together, obviously they are only working together. So they often form relationships with the people that they see the most, which is 100% normal to real life. But at the same time, it's just sometimes it's a limited supply of people. God, you've only got 5s, don't you? Well, that one's higher. It's not like a 1 quality, but when you've got so many that are so low, I actually might take these back to 3s. Your doctoring's honestly not that bad. It's a 7. It's on the cusp of being like it can save a life. I somehow feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like this is 3D puffing out. Do you guys kind of like see what I'm talking about? Like the shadows here have made this more like this puff. Like this looks closer to the screen than these do. Really fucking weird. Maybe because the other ones aren't as bright. Okay, what was I doing? I'm doing light again. Asora, I know you're asleep. There is a bird right there. Like literally right next to you. You missed it. Now it has bread. Yep. Yeah, right before my stream, I decided to go outside and like share some of the like nice baguette thing that I got. Or what do we call them? Breadsticks. Yeah. It was pretty good breadstick, honestly. It is okay. What the fuck was I doing? Power extending to these. All right. Oh my god, how is that not connected like that? Yeah. Anyway, I figure my partner's not a really good fan of like breadsticks, so or I guess baguettes and stuff. So I figured I'm not going to finish it myself. So yeah, I just kind of figured I might as well just share it with the birds. So what was that? The corridors between the center and the corner roofed. These parts are. So if I show roofs, I think they're a little bit more off center. Yeah, let's get this fixed up. I had this coming out square to it. That is exactly what it is. Thank you. I would not have even figured that out, but that's exactly it. Because these little corners were rolled in and missing, it just gave it that illusion. It's a good illusion. I did like how it looked. Like, you know, might honestly like take that back to where it was because I didn't mind that. Hunter lacks rage weapon. You know what? Hunter can deal. Ba 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 ba. It's filling in spaces. Yeah, no, the only reason why I closed in the corridors here was because I chose to put the batteries outside. Usually I have a battery room somewhere. And because I moved them outside, they have to be under shelter, or if they get rained on, they will explode. So that was realistically like the purpose behind that. I should really keep these up for a moment while I fix these. So I'm gonna need a little bit more. Whoops, that is not where I want that. I'm actually doing extremely well with steel, and I think it is because I haven't made like 50 of these fucking things for once. I'm getting there. Once I put these down, I might be at 50. Oh my god, Azula, there is a massive crow that just like tried to like jump up outside. I've got like this garden bag, and it's not that strong, and the crow saw a bird on it earlier and it did the exact same thing it did. It came all the way up to a window, like literally just on the other side of the glass, and then promptly fell in the bin bag thing, like in the garden bag. I think it dropped its bread roll in there too. Let's see, smithing is finished. Oh, okay, so honestly it was like a little bit funny. I'm not even gonna lie there. It's just because it was like such a big bird happening, and I'm like, I know that, oh my god, I know that like crows are such smart animals, so to see it do something so silly was quite funny. Plus, I am kind of like semi trying to befriend some of the crows in this area. Like, I'm not sure why they hate me. Like, not hate, but like, they're definitely not a huge fan of me. And I just don't know if they're not a fan of somebody that looks very similar to me, and I'm just copying like the back end of it. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I don't deserve the hate. I haven't done anything to them. Let's see, some sort of psychic wave has swept over the landscape. All right, so there's a whole heap of yaks. Okay, let's just stop and save that for a second. So that's the thing, is like I know that crows have like amazing memories and stuff, but the thing is like the first memory any crow in this area would have of me is when my house was being built. I used to come by and like hang out, like have like a picnic lunch here when like none of the workers were here and stuff on like weekends and shit, and just like walk around my house afterwards. And like my parents, I don't know what it is, they'd get burgers that have tomato on it and they don't like it, so they'd legitimately just like toss that out to crows and stuff. So like the same thing with me is like any like chicken meats or whatever I could eat back then that I didn't eat, they'd get like a good solid part of a nice burger. And so like as far as I'm concerned, their memory of me should actually be like okay. That is a very tiny thrumbit calf. Yeah. Yeah, so first memories of me in this area should be me like giving them like foods, giving them like awesome burgers. Pretty sure these guys are only going to attack people. I like the fact that that warg is like literally doing my job for me down there. That's pretty funny. Okay, so you're now near people. This rhino isn't bonded to anybody, but I'm so keen to see when it does. Also, do I have a caravan? Yeah, I do. I have a caravan going somewhere. Tofu's on his way out here. I'm just gonna need a couple of you guys to definitely step out. Corpsey, you can definitely move back. I think you're too close. You're too close for what you think's about to happen, at least. Get the animals in here. Nina's about to get the surprise of her life in a second. Look, guys, it's right there. Get the pews. Tofu, just walk away. There we go. Everybody is safe. Go back to what you're doing. This one will get killed at some point. That's a real shame because I wanted those yaks. I don't even think I got any of them. Did I get any of them? I got one. Are you pregnant? Not something I'm generally excited about asking, but like it would have been good if she was. Okay, well that'll do it. Oh my god, there's more guinea pigs. Breeding like fucking flies at this point. I don't know if I have a limit on guinea pigs. No. I was just distracted momentarily. There's a magpie out front again. And it just looks like the most like roughed up bird. Like, mate, it's not even that hot a day, but you look like you're like in the middle of summer out there. It just looks like a sweaty bird, if that makes sense. Okay, I have guinea pigs. Where is my guinea pigs on the list? There. Okay. So, maximum count is 2 males, preferably. So if I have... How is it... These things better not be getting bonded. Oh, they're pregnant. That's what's going down. Okay, so maximum. These things do breed like flies, but their fur is incredibly wealthy to have. So I've not kept guinea pigs in this game for like many, many maps. And there is a damn good reason for it. And it's generally because they're messy as fuck. And why is my runner hurt? Alright, who's the fucking medical person here? So one of you guys had good medical. They'll do it. Get out of here. I don't know about Chris. Who the fuck is Chris? Same. I legitimately don't know what I was on about. That's alright. Don't you lose that fucking calf. Somebody better be feeding you. Okay, speaking of, where are berries on this map? Harvest them. I know that they exist, and I know we're trying to grow plants desperately. Okay, alright. Brown horse? Brown horse. Not brown horse, they're fucking orange, but like, you get what I mean. I hate those fucking things so much. I have reason to hate them though. I got the first fucking horse that self-tamed into my original like big base. Like, no joke. I hadn't even managed to tame a horse yet, and this one just like self-tamed walked in. I'm like, yay, I have a horse. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. And so he lived fucking old. I don't even know how old he is, but by his 20s, he well and truly had dementia. And he was constantly in a mental state. Like, almost every other day, it was beeping off going, Avalon's in a mental state, wandering. And I'm like, okay, that's inconvenient, but okay. So time goes on, and Avalon just doesn't fucking die. For some reason, he gets real fucking old, like well into his like 40s or some shit. I've had him for fucking donkey's years at this point. I'm just waiting for him to die because he's a bonded animal. Like, that's the biggest problem I had, was he got bonded to somebody. And they were like, yep, I want to keep that. I'll be upset if somebody kills it. And yeah, the amount of times I tried to kill it and I had to re-roll because they went fucking mental for too long. So Dodsworth proposed to silverware and she rejected the proposal. He's now unhappy about this. That sounds like a familiar love story I've heard before. I don't know if it's specifically her, but yeah, Dodsworth is a poor bleeding heart. Like he legitimately like asks out some of these ladies and he maybe marries them or dates them and they always leave him. Always. He's had, in so many of my games, he's had so many wives literally just leave him. And I genuinely feel sorry for him. I almost actually didn't bring him in just on the basis that I remember having to always read his name and I'm just like, I have a negative association to his name, like feeling sorry for him, pitying him and stuff. And I'm just like, he doesn't deserve it, realistically. Doesn't deserve the crap that these girls give him. I think the other thing is that part is making it brighter too. Alright, well, everything is pretty much lit up. I have excess power, obviously. This power grid is quite sufficient for me at the moment. Oh, my caravan finally fucking left. I forgot that I was doing that. Where's my caravan saved there? I wanted to see if I could make a cremation thing. This thing. I hate putting this thing down because, like, legitimately, as soon as I've slapped it down, I want to move it somewhere else. I'm gonna put it there. Oh, darling, you woke up. You missed a big birdie. Sweetie, you missed a big bird. It was right there. No. No, you go back to sleep. She's so sweet. She, like, legitimately just comes and, like, if I'm in the computer room, she just comes and hangs out. I don't even know if this thing gets a chair. Does it get a chair? Yeah, it's one of those stations that has a chair. Yeah, no, if I'm in the computer room, I don't even have to be in here long. About 5 minutes, she'll come in and she'll, like, sit herself down on, like, the mink blankie that we've got for her. And she'll look at having a sleep. And she'll legitimately look at, like, sleeping properly. Look, the crematorium next to the kitchen's a little bit better than Grimm's bases, where he's just like, fuck the crematorium, we just eat the people. I don't want it in here, but until I get more space, like, this needs to be a hospital wing, which it's crap at the moment. It's so crap. I want to make some, like, nice proper beds in here. I'm trying to put, like, I'm finding, like, urns and bringing those home. They're not great, but as far as, like, base game decorations go, they're fucking better than nothing. Look, they give the 6. That's it. As opposed to, I brought in a couple of jade statues. They do fucking massive. And look, eventually I will get, like, nice stuff. At least for now, they have fucking these. Do you know, in my last game, I kept buying them telescopes, and as soon as I put them up, they smashed them. And you know why they smashed them? Because they didn't have their recreational thing tended to. And the main thing was, they didn't have telescopes. I shit you not. I just stopped buying them. Okay, I've got some medical stuff growing on the bases. Oh, I keep seeing this rhino walking around. I'm like, God, you guys need to give it a name. Also, has it had its thing yet? How long does this take? Doesn't say. I just need to make sure it doesn't get hungry. No, sweetheart. So sleepy. She's, like, all the way up to, like, the edge of my keyboard now. She's, like, dragged herself across the desk all the way up next to me. So, 4 people are idle. Why? You have mining, shooting, medical, and social. Okay, understandable. There is plants. Are these harvestable yet? Ooh, they are. That was a nice surprise. Not all of it will be. Obviously, we are growing rice. So if that's the case, if I have people that legitimately have too much time on their hands, maybe we have